Now, the Stanhope estate was an ambitious 1960s housing development in the heart of Ashford. Today, though, it's a shadow of its former self. The 60s optimism of a new way of life has been replaced by demolished flats and empty, vandalised shops. Earlier this year, the council's £200 million scheme to rejuvenate the area collapsed. In tonight's special report, Mark Norman has the story on new plans to rescue the troubled estate.
It was supposed to be the start of something big. When 2 blocks of flats were demolished on the Stanhope estate, residents thought it was the beginning of a £200 million rebuilding of the area. But the council lost faith with their private investment partners earlier this year and pulled out of the deal. People are still living in the flats and the demolished ones are now just waste ground. But the council have a new architect who has a vision.
In the centre there will be really mostly houses which will be quite low, 2-storey, maybe some 3-storey, which will relate very well to the houses here.
Will that be an all-go area for football players?
Today's exhibition put those ideas in front of local people, many of whom had some strong opinions on what may or may not work in practice.
The situation is you even knock the whole lot down and start afresh from square one, but just by redevelopment you're going to have to do the best you can.
If you compare with last year, I think that is improving.
I think it's quite good if it gets done and how quickly it gets done, and it just doesn't end up like the last lot did, which was non-existent.
You can forgive the scepticism. Residents have been here before with the council's last private finance partners, but that deal fell apart in April.
We now employ the architect direct. We will be running the bidding process for the partners that will come in to replace the previous partners. We've had an immense amount of interest, and we will get, I know, we will get very good bidders coming out of that process.
Whoever wins that bidding process will have to tackle a whole range of problems. Many residents say the estate is not a lost cause, but it needs help, and it needs that help soon. Mark Norman, BBC South East Today, Ashford.